Ooh. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Racing Bros NASCAR podcast. We are here with my co-host Brian. Brian, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you, buddy?
Not bad. We just had Las Vegas and kind of a little surprise winner, if you think about it. Kyle Larson wins in Las Vegas for Hendrick.
I'd say wins in the whole second half, but
he dominated the second half. But
that was a great race to say the least.
yeah, we'll get into that and then talk about Larson's dominant, some teams that we saw, a couple questions, some NASCAR news, and then we'll go over some playoff standings and see how our picks are doing and our Phoenix picks and what should we look for at Phoenix. But we'll start off with Kyle Larson. First of all, this race, great in the first half. Excellent racing. 3 wide for the lead, passes all around. I mean, people could pass, so it's pretty awesome that we could see people pass so easily. And then Kyle Larson just took over the second half. I mean, it was a Kyle Larson show.
Yes, indeed it was. Honestly, for a while there, all of Hendrick they were all just dominating.
Yeah,
and it was almost like there was no question as to what was going on.
Yeah, Hendrick looks pretty quick this year. I mean, Chase was up there until he spun. William Byron was up there all day. Kyle Larson was up there. Bowman was flirting with the top 5 until that flat tire with about 10 to go. Didn't finish where he deserved, but hey, they're all fast this week.
I mean, they were a solid top 10 for, would say about like 50 of the last 110 laps, right?
Yeah, they're all
about
pretty.
That.
Yeah, they're all pretty solid. So it's good to see Hendrick was fast. Someone we were looking at, Ryan Blaney, was pretty quick. He needed a good day at Vegas to, catapult his season forward. And then Matt DiBenedetto was racing in the top 10. He was looking like he was having a good day, but found out that on his last pit stop, his pit gun broke. So he only changed 3 new tires, and then his left rear was like a 90-lap old tire, and that's why he fell to the back. He finished 16th. And then, unfortunate news for 2311, Bubba had a power steering leak. I mean, I wanted to see what they would do, but it's early season troubles, They're trying to get off, They're a brand new team, essentially. I guess we kind of expected them to run better, but, it's going to take some time before they're consistent top 10 threats every week and stuff.
It's also a completely different fit for Bubba because he's not in that 43 car this year. He's got to deal with something new.
Right, yeah. I mean, Eric Jones at a top 10, so you...
Yeah?
That 2311's looking pretty trash compared... I'm kidding. Just joking. Early season struggles. He's still top 20 in points right now, so there's still ways to go in the season, but yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yep, for sure. But it was kind of nice to see parity. Well, Michael McDowell wasn't a top 10. Whoa. That's the biggest shocker of the year. He wasn't top 10.
He's about where he should be, though. Top 20.
Yeah, he finished top 20. I mean, if...
And then the Jeff Gordon jinx.
The Jeff Gordon DJ.
No, well, I was saying that he jinxed him.
Yeah, I know, but Jeff Gordon's DJ now.
Yeah.
DJ Gord on the fucking...
Every single time a commercial came in, that's what you saw. Every single time.
He was looking so like a dad. He was like, I thought he was about to break dance out in here. But yeah.
That would have been weird.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon kept, it was lap 3, and he's like, McDowell is for real! And I'm like, He started 6th, and he's 6th. And then he fell back, and I'm like, There you go, Jeff. He's for real.
I mean, you could technically still say he's for real for not going in the bottom half of the list. I mean, in the grid. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I will legitimately be surprised if he is top 16 in points. Like, he's going to be in the playoffs, but if he's actually in the top 16 of points, I'll call it right here. Michael McDowell will not be in the top 16 of points. He's going to be in the playoffs, but he's not going to be in the top 16. I don't know. That's not even really a hot take. That's just like realism. Because he's not going to run a freaking top 10 at everywhere he goes. I mean,
that Ford is running strong this year, though.
If they should look at top 20s. You know, top 20s.
Oh, for sure.
Like, if they be there, they'll be okay. But
I would be happy with a top 20.
You gotta go for the win, man. I'm not running in no back marker equipment. I want to win.
You got to start somewhere, though.
Yeah, look at Alex Bowman. He drove trash, and now he's fighting for wins until he gets flat tires. But yeah, Vegas was pretty fun, I would say. I was surprised how fun it would be. I thought I didn't know it would be so overcast, so I think that helped out with the stages, and people were being aggressive. I mean, they're going 3, 4, 5 wide, trying to get all the positions, and it was awesome. Like, that first stage and a half was pretty awesome. 2 on was pretty bland, like pretty normal. It wasn't anything crazy. Like, it was a pretty normal NASCAR race. Mm-hmm. You know, long green flag run. Then we had, a couple restarts, kind of interesting, and then, tapered off. They'd still pass. It was still decent. I wasn't anywhere bored or anything. It was just normal, ebbs and flows of a NASCAR race. But, and then...
Actually, I have a question for you before we go on.
What's up?
Do you think right now that Hendrick is outperforming compared to what they were last year? Other than, of course, the championship run.
By far.
Okay.
Hendrick's the best team out there right now. Hendrick is back on top. I'm calling it. Hendrick is going to have the most wins this season. We're going to have Chase still's got to win.
Yeah.
Bowman's still got to win.
Yeah.
Byron's already won. He might get another one, and then Larson.
They're 2 for 4 right now.
Yeah. Larson, race 4 is already win. And we didn't even hit Bristol Dirt yet. This man, he's going to get multiple wins. I don't know why I didn't say he'd win. He won on race 4. So good job predictions, Zachary. Pretty trash if you'd say me, but yeah, I mean, if they're already winning this early, watch out for that 5 car.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be...
For sure.
There might be 3 Hendricks in the top 4. Ooh, that's a hot take, but I'm not gonna say that. 3 Hendricks in the championship 4. That's crazy. It could happen though. And don't sleep on William Byron. They have a really good.
He's looking quick every week now.
Mm-hmm. Hendricks got their program.
Yeah.
It's pretty telling when trash Jimmy Johnson can't win, but.
Right,
Kyle Larson. Right. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Jimmy Johnson's 7-time champ. 83 wins. I cannot slander that man's name. Freaking seeing that Lowe's 48 every week. I just wanted to slam my head against the wall. But, gotta love Jimmy Jam, man.
Who wouldn't, right?
Yeah, he's... One of the greats, man. We cannot slander that man's name, but Kyle Larson. I think he could get 5, man. He could get 5 wins this year.
5 wins for the number 5.
Good. Bowman's obviously gonna get 48 wins, and then
like he even could.
But
oh man,
yeah, Hendrick
better be in all 3 series.
Yeah, it was Hendrick was pretty fast, and then we saw the Gibbs cars quick. Penske was quick, but let's talk about SHR. Like, what the hell is going on there?
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna boost this question up. because this is a question later in the show, but since I skated on by, we're going to do that question. So, with only one car in the top 20, Harvick, should we be worried about SHR and their speed?
I think so.
You
I
think-
truthfully think so. I think that. I mean, so Haas has a team in Formula One as well, right? That team we don't expect to be top of the grid every week.
Right.
But you would think that this Haas would turn it around a little bit, especially being Stuart Haas, you know? I mean, they have more than one sponsor, at least main sponsor. I mean, I truthfully think that with this big of a name behind the car, you would expect, at least top 10s.
Yeah,
Maybe
for
not
sure.
15s.
I mean, Custer was there last week, but
Right.
they were so off. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, though.
I mean, I expect Harvick to rebound.
What about Chase Briscoe?
Briscoe is going to be hard because he never raced this package before, and he
Okay.
has no practice. Custer, I mean, let's just say it. He basically got in the playoffs on a fluke win. So, Custer, I assume
I agree
about
with
the
that.
same.
I do agree with that. However, I do think that Cole Custer has the potential to be a good driver. I just don't think he forces himself in enough, and then he takes risks with his pit crew that maybe he shouldn't be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, I mean, he's not going to be a Kevin Harvick.
Well, I
But-
mean, he's just still very young. It just
Right. He has so many years to improve, but I think that Cole isn't pushing himself to the limit that he knows he can.
he's still learning without practice. Like, he became a rookie at a weird time. I still think it takes time to develop him. I'm not saying
Oh, I'm sure.
he's trash or Chase Briscoe's trash. I mean, Almirola's pretty trash, but
He's not trash. But, I mean, he's not running well either.
I mean, another bad finish.
DNF. Yeah.
I mean, I think this is make or break a season because he does not. Eric Almirola does not win. He does we're putting it out. He doesn't win. Okay, he's won one race with the SHR, in 3 years, going on 4. 18, 19, 20, 21. This fourth year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's going to be another thing that I'm sure botches a lot of playoff predictions.
yeah,
Because I had him in on points. I didn't have him in on wins, but I had him in on points, and I was like, okay, I mean, I think he can be a decent car this year. And it took a turn for the worst as of right now.
right. I mean,
There's always time. This is the first couple races of the season. There's always time to come back, but
yeah, I think
now he has to start that turn.
he's got to win.
I think so as well. Yeah.
Because, I mean, we got 4 different winners. We got McDowell, Byron, Bell, Larson. Larson wasn't really surprised, or Byron, but kind of Bell was flip-flop, and then McDowell was real surprise. And then we still got, Truex, Hamlin, Chase, Logano, Brad, Kyle Busch, and then Bowman. It's we can have Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick.
I mean, you can, with the way that this year has been going, you can make an argument for anybody to be in there. I mean, literally anybody. But the problem is that it's time to turn it around if you're really, really looking to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, they gotta have a good run at Phoenix, or they gotta start winning. I think DiBenedetto's in near situation. He was having a good run, and he's pretty good at Phoenix, but we gotta have some speed. We gotta have some luck.
Yeah.
We gotta see that because there's too many competitive teams this year. Like, the parity is insane. Because I mean, we're seeing Eric Jones top 10, and then we're seeing like Roush cars like between the top 15, top 20. JTG, shout out to them, running clean this year. Both cars top 15. They're just quiet season right now. They're both actually. I think Stenhouse is either in or near the playoffs, and Priest is in the playoffs. If it ended right now, so they're right there. They're looking. If they keep doing what they're doing, they could keep up in the playoff standings. But shout out to them. But top 15. Didn't expect that from them.
I think this is going to be crazy season. I think we're going to see some names in the playoffs that you never would have thought of other than McDowell or Seabell. I mean, there will be some names even that aren't in the playoffs that you would have expected. I mean, we could see somebody like Kevin Harvick maybe not even make it. I mean, obviously you would kind of doubt that, as he is a good driver.
I would bet the farm that he's making it.
Yeah, right. But then, I mean, there's drivers like Bubba Wallace, who I personally thought, with the new car, the new team, and just a new opportunity, I thought that this was going to be the turnaround for him, and he was going to go to the playoffs and possibly to the second round of the playoffs. Unfortunately, with the way that things are going now, if there is no turnaround, I don't know if Bubba's going to be able to make it on points. I don't know, unless he gets a win at that point. I think that most of these people that we've predicted, if they don't get a win, there may not be a chance for them to be in at all.
Yeah. I mean, our brackets are broken. We might have to redo them in a couple weeks here.
I don't even know if we'll be able to. I mean, there's so much that could happen that could just ruin the bracket in a week.
Right.
I mean, you could see somebody like Cole Custer, who we were just talking about. He could come out of nowhere and get another fluke win, or maybe it's a win by a turnaround in the car.
Right.
I mean, there's also a chance that maybe we just see the rest of the order that we thought was going to be in there make it, and then like no other small name team wins.
Right.
It's crazy. It's going to be a great year. That's to say the least.
Best season ever.
I would hold back on that.
But talking about the best season ever, we're gonna rate this race. Looking back on it, I'm gonna give it a 75 out of 100. Good.
You bumped that up heavy.
Good solid race. Yeah, I was gonna rate it a little low because of stage 2, but I'm like, that stage 1 was awesome. 75, great race. Those stage 1 like battles 3 wide. I mean, they went 3 wide for like 3 laps for the lead.
Yep.
So I'm gonna bump it up to 75, above average, intermediate race. We have excellent races this year so far. I mean, Daytona, the 500 was It was okay, and then road course, good. And then Homestead was pretty good, and then I think this has been the best race of the season so far. I would say, I don't even know what I rated Homestead, but I think this is the best, probably intermediate we've had so far. I mean, Homestead was great, but this one was pretty good. If this keeps up, man, we're gonna be in the best season ever. And now we're going to a short track, 750 horsepower package. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Now, I agree with you. I do think that this was probably the best race of the year so far. I don't think there's really much of a contest there. I think you rated Homestead a 70, and I rated it a 75.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bump Homestead down after watching this race to a 70 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And this race, because I think that there's going to be some room for improvement throughout the year with these races, I'm going to give it a weird number. I'm going to give it a 72.
Okay.
I do think that it's 75 potential, but I think that it's going to be either moved up or moved down depending on how the rest of the races this year go.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see.
It's early, but we've had
I
some.
mean, it was definitely something to catch your eye. I had fun watching that race.
Right. But we're just gonna hope for the best, and then
Right.
but we're gonna do some NASCAR news right now. So we found out today that Kevin Harvick is gonna race the Bristol Dirt Race for DGR, David Gilliland Racing. He's gonna race the Bristol Dirt Race, and then he's gonna race Xfinity for SHR at Circuit of the Americas, Road America, and Indianapolis Road Course. Try and test out those road courses, get familiar with them. Pretty good for Kevin Harvick. And then Ryan Preece also is going to race the DGR number 17, but he's going to race at Nashville and Pocono. So it'll be interesting to see those guys race.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I kind of feel like that's Kevin Harvick saying, "I'm going to test out the waters in these other two series. I'm going to see how it's improving, and then I think he's getting ready in the next couple of years to just call it quits, possibly even at the end of this year. But I don't see that happening yet.
I think
at least like 1-2 more years.
I think he's just doing it as a practice session, getting, because they're not gonna. I don't think they have practice for those races, so
Okay.
again testing the waters on the tracks, and Bristol Dirt. That Bristol Dirt's gonna be so wild. It's gonna be crazy.
I think it's going to be fun to watch. There's going to be a lot of crashes.
Hey, it could be all clean. I'm kidding. I would doubt that. I would literally doubt that.
A short track with dirt and it's all clean. Yeah.
Sure. It's like, Sure.
I can't see that ever happening. But yeah, no, I don't know. I want to see where Harvick goes with his career at this point, because I still think that he's obviously going to be a contender in the playoffs.
Right.
But he's gotta work his way in there now.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Ooh.
Ooh.
Sorry, I just changed something. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely interesting to see, see that.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. But then we have some other news. Almirola gets a new sponsor, Pit Boss. I'll be starting here this weekend at Phoenix or ISM if you want to be official, and Atlanta. So new sponsor for Almirola. That's good for him. And then Ross Chastain got a new sponsor. Moose Fertility sponsored him a little last year in college, so that's cool seeing another new spot. Well, they sponsored last year a little bit, but see a new sponsor for Ross Chastain. And then we had some other news today. This if you might have saw it from my other capture, this new McDonald's scheme. I mean, let's just talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So this is gonna be extreme hot take. This is the best McDonald's card I have ever seen. This is the holy grail of McDonald's cards right here. I know there's some classic ones. I know the Junior Johnson one's classic. I know you like Bill Elliott and even maybe Kenseth one last year. But let's be real here. This is the winner right here. We got the golden arches. We got the golden arches on the hood. We got golden arches on the side. We don't even need McDonald's, because if you see them golden arches, you're pulling in and you're getting some chicken nuggets. Then we got the white on the side. Retro look with the nice red and yellow stripe right down the middle. And then we got a little gap. And then we put the Dr. Pepper and other Root Insurance logo right there in that white. And then we got the Columbia and DoorDash on the back. Oh, it's just great. Look, it's just... I mean, come on. Look at that. Just looks a little retro. Has some, new flair with it. Looking like Ric Flair out here. It's awesome. It looks amazing. It is the best McDonald's scheme I have ever seen, and I cannot wait to see it this weekend because I am going to go to McDonald's just because of that scheme. That is the hot take of the day. Freaking Bubba Wallace with the best McDonald's scheme ever. Call it ever. Don't even hit me. Don't even hit me with that Bill Elliott. Maybe Mac tonight. That's a solid number 2. Kenseth, I love the one last year. It's maybe a number 3, but this one's top. This one's number 1, and Bubba Wallace is gonna go. Pete, no, I'm kidding. That would be wow. That would be a segue and a half if I did that. No, Bubba Wallace is not doing that. But I want to talk about another question that we had. Kind of jumping around here. So, with the 5 winning this early for Hendrick, like we know Kyle Larson's talented, but this early for Hendrick, when they went winless for 3 years, this team, do you see them as a serious championship threat?
Easily.
Easily.
I don't think just the 5 alone. I think all of Hendrick easily. They at least as of right now, like you said before, as of right now, you throw all of these guys straight into the playoffs. Just now, just for no reason, just cut the season, throw them in the playoffs.
Right.
I think Hendrick's winning it.
The champ? You're saying championship's going back home to Hendrick?
I think so. I think it's going to be a close battle between Penske and Hendrick.
Week 4, we're already calling championship predictions. Who are we?
Hey, I'm saying that right now, but there's always subject to change. There could be some little things that happen, as I say every time.
Say it with your chest, Brian. Say it. Call it.
I truthfully think that Hendrick is super dominant this year.
Super dominant?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hey, they have been looking absolutely amazing so far.
I can't wait till all of Hendrick finishes past 13th, and then we're just like, what happened to Hendrick?
Yeah, that would happen too. Mm-hmm. We would say that. We would be like, what happened to Hendrick? Why are they running so bad now?
SHR is the best team now.
Hey, I don't know. That's going to be a close call then.
But I think Kyle Larson's going to be trickling around that top 4. I think he might even be locked in before whatever the second last race is, before Phoenix. But
I can see another couple Hendrick wins.
I think, yeah, it just Hendrick looks fast this year. But, yeah. I mean, they look fast before the pandemic, as we remember Bowman dominating Auto Club. So, we'll see. I guess we'll see throughout the year, but Hendrick looks really strong. Gibbs is on their game. Penske's quick. SHR, I think they're in rebuild mode, personally.
Yeah.
I mean,
or maybe they're shutting down this year and waiting for next gen.
I don't think they are.
I don't think they would. It's not like other motorsports, but
they gotta go for it this year because Harvick's 45. He's not
right.
And another year and another year. It's just it's kind of like the Tom Brady question. When is he? When is he gonna retire? And then they got Chase Briscoe. Hasn't done anything so far, but he's a rookie. He's still a rookie. Cole Custer, who has 1 fluke win. And then Eric Almirola, who has 1 win. Total of, so far, 4 years at SHR. And if that's your veteran leadership, Eric Almirola, you're in some trouble. I'm not saying he's a bad driver. Pretty solid driver. But he doesn't get wins. I got to get a guy that gets wins, I need some flash. I can't be, good run today, Eric. You get 8th place, man. We need some good we got to see him battling I want to see him up front. Put that Smithfield car up front. Show him what you got at Phoenix, Eric. But
yeah, I mean, as time goes, we're gonna have to see what happens. I'm sure. Sure, Gene and Tony aren't too happy. But...
I guess we're gonna see how the rest of the year is gonna go.
Yeah.
Because then championship race. This is we gotta see how everything goes. But now we're gonna move on to Phoenix. So we're gonna go over some playoffs. Some guys looking outside, looking in. I mean, we got Bowman. He would have been in, but he had a bad finish. De Benedetto's finally top 30 in points. He finally passed Jamie McMurray, who only ran one race. And then we got Eric Almirola in 28th. Chase Briscoe in 26th. I mean, Cole Custer 19th right now, so he's not doing bad, not doing terrible. He had some decent finish. Just had just a bad race last race. They were so off. I don't know why they're so off.
Yeah.
But we gotta. It's a long season, but that 10 team, the 10 team and the 21 teams got to get some finishes. I mean, Eric Almirola's best finish this year was 22nd.
Yeah.
And then De Benedetto's the 16th. So we got to get some better finishes. But I guess we'll see all that at Phoenix. So we're going to go and do some picks and do some dark horse picks. Probably be better than our actual picks. And then just call it quits from there, man. So we're going to go over Phoenix. Second 750 horsepower package race. Short track, mile track. I don't know what you call Phoenix. Intermediate track. Phoenix is something. It's a track. You do stuff. You turn left. Not that complicated. But go to Phoenix Championship race. And should be fun. Should be a good one. I think we'll see a bounce back from Kevin Harvick. I think the usual guys. We're gonna see Brad up there, maybe Denny, probably a Chase. Champion just won. Logano won here last year. Probably a Kyle Busch, maybe a Blaney, Bowman. Bowman should be around top 10. Kurt Busch should do his thing as well. So I guess we'll see how all that goes. But do you have a pick for Phoenix? Dark horse pick? What do you got, B?
I changed up my pick. I was originally going to go with Kevin Harvick. I was going to say that this was going to be his bounce back. Unfortunately, the more I think about it, the more I kind of see a Penske front row. I picked Brad.
Picking Brad.
Yeah. Brad is my winner.
Brad Keselowski will win this race.
Brad Keselowski will win this race.
Brad Keselowski won this race. Sorry, I had to.
You're all good. And then my dark horse is something that I kind of hope for a bounce back was Matt DiBenedetto.
Oh, God. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what? With the way that our dark horse picks are going this year, there's a chance that he could win.
Pick him number one, Brian. Come on.
Pick him number one.
Yep, take him. Come on. We need a dark horse pick.
Hey,
Take it.
I said Matty D, man. Matty D's my dark horse.
Take that leap of faith. You won't do it.
You think I won't?
Choose
you're
him.
right. I want Brad to be my winner.
Come on, choose him, man.
No, you're just trying to catch back up in points.
No, because I totally changed my pick. I'm having a different pick.
Really?
But I want you to have a different pick. I want you to have that conviction to actually, pick someone else.
Why is that?
We want some spicy winners, man. We can't keep picking Brad and Kevin Hart. I'm just kidding.
That was the first time we picked Brad.
I'm pulling your chain. But
this makes me wonder who you're gonna pick.
With my pick, I just talked some trash on him. Eric Almirola pulls out of SHR's parking lot, goes on, shows us what that 10 car is. Give me Almirola for the win. I was gonna think Logano, but we don't speak that name in this household. Just kidding. Maybe. But
maybe.
I'm taking AA meeting at Phoenix. That was so corny. I should definitely edit that out.
So dumb.
AA meeting happening.
Maybe he likes it.
AA meeting happening at Phoenix. Start finish line. Almirola is going to pull that 10 car to a nice second place finish. He's not going to win. I'm still picking him.
That.
I'm picking him, though. Almirola is my winner, and I got a dark horse.
All right, I want to hear it.
I'm pulling some change right here. Bubba Wallace.
Okay.
Watch out for that 23 car. I know he's like, fifth Joe Gibbs car. Watch out for him. He's going to show up. He's going to show that McDonald's car near the front. He's going to be there. Watch him win because dark horse been better for me this year. That's why I'm going with the dark horse. Eric Almirola. AA meeting right at the start finish for the win. Bubba Wallace second. We're going to have the 1-2 in the results. We're going to dominate the weekend. We're going to make some points up on this man, Brian. We can't have him run away with this championship. We're pulling some strings. We're doing a Hail Mary. If this goes terrible, we're choosing Harvick next week. But we're taking AA for the win. Eric Almirola. Smithfield Bacon.
Hey, I mean, with the way that your winners have been going,
20.
I don't think it's going to be that good.
No. Can't wait till So my winners. So I picked Ryan Blaney for Daytona. Good pick. He's been good at plate races. Gets crashed on lap 5. Who did I choose for road course? Oh, Chase.
Chase, yep. I did too.
Rainbow caution.
Yep.
And then who did I pick?
Kyle Larson.
Oh yeah, Homestead. Kyle Larson, one of his best. Nice top 5.
That was a really good finish for you.
Look at Zach choosing good people, actually. And I'm like, you know what? Alex Bowman should have won the last 2 races at Las Vegas. Solid day. We're gonna have a nice top 10 day. Make some points up on Brian, but flat tire just had to happen, and my heart sank because that was my guy. That's my pick for the week. You almost killed Anthony Alfredo. We're picking. No, I'm kidding. Oh man, that would be wild. I would be on some kind of substance right there if I did that. So we're not going to do that. But taking the AA meeting. That's his new nickname. I'm calling the rest of the year AA meeting. I don't know why. This is going to be his only decent finish. And I'm picking him because I like...
For your sake, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, if he pulls out a win, I am pulling all the receipts out. I'm pulling out how I talk trash on him.
Hey, go ahead.
I'm pulling out the receipts. I'm doing a victory lap. I'm getting a bottle of champagne. I'm spraying all over my face.
Just like your McDowell dark horse pick, you would at that point deserve to say anything you want.
I wish I would have picked McDowell so bad to be the winner. If I, like, first episode, I'm like, yeah, McDowell's going to win. Throwaway pick. Bam! Wins Daytona 500. Podcast would have ended. Because I would have, the rest of the year, I would just been picking, like, I would have been like, Corey LaJoy is going to, I would like, some trash picks. Like, Corey LaJoy, probably a good driver, hopefully. He had a nice top 10 pick. Nice top 10 in Daytona, but had some bad finishes, but I'm just, that's what I'm going to choose. I'm choosing at the AA meeting. See, I'm going unconventional. He had some good runs at Phoenix. I say he turns his year around right now. Smithfield Bacon's like, get on your ass right now and fucking drive. Maybe Smithfield Bacon is the bad sponsor. Like, maybe it's bad juju. He just needed a new sponsor this whole time. And Pit Boss, different color card this week is going to bring him to victory. So the AA meeting's going to be winning at Phoenix.
Hey, maybe he just needs his New Orleans Saints car back.
He just needs Tony Stewart to get in his car and drive. But I think that's it for us this week. A little shorter podcast. Doesn't matter.
There really wasn't a whole lot to talk about this week.
Yeah, just Vegas was fun. It's seeing. We talked about the 5-car being the championship threat. We talked how trash Eric Almirola is, and then I choose to pick him. So can't wait to regret that. I would have originally picked Logano. So if he wins, I'm going to be really mad at myself.
Hey, I originally picked Harvick, and I went with Keselowski. So
yeah, Eric Almirola crashes Keselowski for the win. Oh, podcast beef, man.
Or opposite.
Our numbers are going to...
You would never talk to me again.
They're going to spike. There's going to be a fight on the podcast. There's going to be 1979 Daytona 500 over here. Ken Squire, and there's a fight! And it's going to be me and freaking Brian on the infield just beating each other. But... that was a good episode. Good ep. We're going to give ourselves a pat on the back. Had a nice, clean episode. I just realized in this photo of Kyle Larson, there's a porta potty. I'm looking straight at it. I cannot help it. I'm going to circle around it. If you're watching a YouTube video, you should see it, that porta potty. There's also Joey Logano right there. It's just a man in a yellow fire suit. It's not Joey Logano. But I'm just going to circle him. Joey Logano. Anyways, this has been another episode of Racing Bros NASCAR Podcast. Number 6, Vegas Review, Phoenix Preview. And time for us to get out of here. So, we want to thank you guys for watching, if you're watching on YouTube or listening. We also have a Twitter account, Racing Bros Pod C1. Racing Bros Pod C1. Then we also have an Instagram. It's just Racing Bros Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter. Our social links are there. It's literally in the bio. Just click it. I know you guys know how to click a freaking bio. So, I'm obviously the one that says Zachman79. That's me because my name is Zach. And then Brian is the other guy. The Cavs' biggest fan one. We know biggest is spelled wrong, but he was like 10 years old. So blame that on 10-year-old Brian for spelling it wrong. But we're going to sign off here. So I've been your host, Zach Workman. Brian, thanks for joining me for another week of Racing Bros NASCAR Podcast.
Thanks for having me.
And we will see you guys next Wednesday to review Phoenix and talk about AA meeting winning. Let's go, Almirola! All right, we'll see you guys later.